As you can see, my whiteboard is full. The messages have been coming through aggressively today. I don't know what happened last night, but I woke up with my skin on fire. So something activated me last night. But this message was so strong, and this isn't for everybody. It seems like it's a very specific portion of the collective, and I put it on my Mumble channel for a reason, because I wanted to reach as many people as possible. I normally would put this on my Mystic Alchemist channel, but let's go on. This message revolves around your need to have people or a person in your life that you can love unconditionally, know their loyalty is there just like your loyalty is there, but you still have the space and freedom to exist as you are authentically. That is the gist of the message. So if this isn't resonating with you, you can tap off and move on. For those of you that it's resonating, let's get into it. So the message that was coming, and this was a channeled message, it was coming so strong this morning. No joke. I'm not kidding you. It was intense. For this part of the collective, loyalty is huge. But freedom is also huge. It's like this yin yang in your life. You want to have someone who is fully vested in you, fully engaged, fully present. But you want to be free to be authentically who you are. And this one specific example came through so strong. You've been in that. Now, this is an example that was given to me. You've been in dynamics, whether it's friends, lovers, whatever. But I feel like this more has to do with a really tight knit dynamic, like a lover relationship would be. But again, it could be a friend relationship as well. Somebody in your life that's important. But what came through very strongly is you've been in dynamics where you thought you were going to be able to be free authentically as who you are. But then as you entered that dynamic, you started to get caged in more and more into the box, the form that they wanted you to be in, that they started to restrict your ability, whether directly or indirectly, in your ability to be authentically who you are as a person. So let's say, for example, you're the type of person who needs to have space. And you were in a dynamic, and this is the example that came to me, because Spirit was like, you need to share this example. So here we go. You've been in a dynamic where you really love the person, you really felt this connection. And when you would need to step away, or you needed to have a time for yourself, however that looked for you, whether it's going into your space in your home where you can meditate and be alone, or maybe you wanted to do something creatively and you needed to step out of the zone that you guys had built together, that person started to make you feel guilty. And that word guilty came in. And as you can see, I have it written out on the board. This person made you feel immensely guilty, like as if you didn't love them, that you were now departing from them, that you were now no longer as committed or loyal to them. And in fact, that was not the case. That you were actually very committed, but you just needed that space, whatever it is that you needed for yourself to be complete. But that person wasn't allowing you because of the guilt. And now guilt made you feel completely confined. It made you feel like you were in bondage. As you can see, I have bondage up there too. Bondage came on strong. You felt like your hands were tied, your mind was tied, that you weren't able to really be free to express yourself as you wanted to. You didn't have the space to be seen as you were. And this has been taxed on you so hard that you're at a point where you're saying to yourself, like, I know what I want. I know what I need in my life. I'm not looking to fill a void. I need somebody who trusts me. Trust my needs to have space. Trust my needs that I need to express myself as I am, but that I am at the same time loyal and as committed as I've ever been. And this is the other message that came through really strongly, is that for you, that person who allows you to have that freedom to express yourself in the space that you need is what will truly take your loyalty to that next level, will truly take your commitment for that person to the next level, because it won't feel like you're being in an oppression situation, that you're not being held hostage in a relationship in which you do love the person, but you feel like they truly don't understand you. They don't understand what your needs are, that your beliefs, where they come from about yourself. And here's the other thing that came through very strongly is that you sit in your truth right now. You know exactly what you need. You need something that is, in a sense, open, but yet committed and loyal. And I know it probably seems like contradictory, but if you're here and you're listening to this, you completely understand this. Right now, you're just like, I want to be seen, but at the same time, I want to have space. I don't want to feel guilty because I need to pull away to regather myself and put in my investment to amplify who I am, because I need to do this adjustment. Like, for example, let's say you're the type of person who needs to roam. There are people like this out there, right? And a lot of us are probably like that. I know I'm like that. I tend to not really live in the same place for long periods of time. I might move somewhere. I might go somewhere. I change jobs often. Like, I have that roaming mentality. So I'm going to use myself as an example. So if you're the type of person who needs to roam, however that looks for you, whether it's you don't stay at jobs for 20 years, you need to move to different places and explore different things, or you need to do different types of creative ventures that help you express yourself and expand, that you want to be able to have that space to do that. But oftentimes you're finding yourself in these dynamics where they act like they want to give you that freedom at the beginning, but then as soon as you start getting deep into this dynamic and this relationship, they start robbing you of that space. And you're in a mindset of deliverance right now. You are freed of your bondage. You have freed yourself. If you're here right now and you're receiving this message, because I know it's going to go to exactly who needs to hear this, you are in deliverance right now. You have been freed from captivity. You have been freed from the oppression. You have been freed from the bondage and the guilt. And you're saying to yourself, I do not want to end up in that space again. I want someone who's as loyal as I am, as committed as I am, and understands my needs for space to be able to grow and amplify into the beautiful person that I am, and that they will admire the growth and beauty instead of getting jealous of it, instead of making me feel guilty of it. And that there will be and this is what I heard really, really strongly, loud energy exchange, that you both are reciprocal and there is an exchange of equal energy between the both of you. You're looking for this type of equal energy exchange, loyalty, dedication, commitment, that when you step away, you're not worried that this person is going to get flighty on you, that they're not going to go and be like, oh, I guess this person doesn't want me anymore. That they're clear. And that was the word I heard, clear. And you can see it on the board too, of your intentions. And you're clear of their intentions. You know, and I know this was another thing that I got really strongly, is that you are seeking someone. And this person may be already in your life in some way, but you maybe don't know yet. But for some of you, this person hasn't come in your life yet. You're looking for someone who has the same mindset. Someone who's like, sometimes I need to go away for a few days and clear my mind, or I need to go on a trip, or I need to do this, or I need to do this creative venture, or I need to get into my music or my art, or I need to, whatever it is, that you will admire that person for being clear on what they want in their life, and that you feel that bond so strong. And I heard eternal love, Eve, eternal love. And I heard Eve. I don't know why I heard Eve. Maybe it'll come clear to me at some point through this message, that you want someone who's so committed and loyal as you are, that even when they step away or you step away to do whatever it is that you need to do to grow yourselves and expand, that you're not questioning the bond. You feel so solid in that you guys are so clear on your intentions between each other that you don't even question it. That you would go on, like I heard road trip. I heard road trip. And a lot of people like doing road trips. A lot of people like traveling, right? But there is that uneasiness sometimes where people feel like they have to go with their partner. They have to go with this friend. They have to go with whoever. And you know deep within yourself that sometimes you need to do these things alone. You know that your mind needs a level of emptiness to be able to then re-engage with what it is that you need to truly understand about yourself. And you need that ample amount of space to allow the ease and comfort of you feeling like you're being seen in that dynamic. And eternal love was huge. Freedom was huge. Space was huge. I kept hearing that over and over and over again. But here's the thing. Everything is in divine timing. You may be feeling a little antsy now. You may be feeling this energy of like, when is this going to happen? When am I going to step into this reality that I know I have a team? I am with somebody who is my teammate, somebody who's going along the path of life with me and is ready to take things on. When is this going to happen? And here's the thing. The divine stands on its own. It is not defined, right? It is like stepping into the void of the unknown. And that is really hard. And I heard void a lot because for many of us, we have lived in hyper controlling situations where we tried to control everything so we know what the outcome was. We don't like the unpredictability. And now we're sitting in a space of void where we're like, okay, I surrender. I'm going to allow things to happen as they happen. And I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm just going to allow things to kind of just go. I'm going to be of a pure heart. I'm clear on my intentions. I know what's right that is for myself to come through is going to come through. But for some of the collective here, you're feeling this like anxiety around timing. And the divine cannot be defined when it comes to timing, especially. It's going to happen when it needs to happen and when it's meant to happen. But in the meantime, roam. Roam. Don't hold yourself in a stagnant position waiting for that dynamic to happen so that you can then do these things or be this person that you want to be seen as. Go out there, do it, live it. You have it in you. Eve is in you. Okay. I don't know why I keep hearing Eve, but like I keep hearing Eve. That the divine is going to make the space for this person to come through. And if you want to go on that trip, you want to build that business, you want to do whatever it is that you want to do, creatively do it. Don't wait for a certain situation to come together. You know what you need to do. And the other thing that I heard really strongly was how important your beliefs are to you, that you want someone who aligns with you in your beliefs, however that looks for you. Each person's different. For some people, it's their spiritual beliefs. For some people, it's their social beliefs. It could be all different things. Family, friends, whatever those beliefs are. You need to have your own sovereign identity. But you need your beliefs to align. You need to be on the same page so that you can both be at the equal point of loyalty, commitment, and determination together. Because here's the thing, even though you're taking this path in life together, you truly each have your own identities, right? You are your own self. And what came in strongly as well is for you, this is interpreted as safety. This makes you feel safe. When you have a dynamic that you're dreaming of, that you're envisioning of in your mind, because you set those intentions down, you know exactly what you want. You're at a point in your life. If you're here listening to this, you want to be listening to this. If you did it, you know exactly what you want. You have defined it. You have reached out to the higher power, to God, and you have said, Heavenly Father, look, I know what I can do to fill in the emptiness in my life, but what I want is very specific. When it comes to a dynamic, my next dynamic, I do not want to end up in bondage again. I do not want to end up oppressed again. I don't want to end up feeling guilty because I am being who I am. You're allowed to be who you are authentically. No one can take that from you, nor should anybody take it from you. And here's the thing too, is that God knows you're ready. God knows you're ready for this. You're going to have this come to you, but again, it's in divine timing. And then the other thing that I heard was live your life fearlessly. Know that when you live fearlessly, your needs are going to be met. And you're going to magnetize people who live fearlessly as well. Because in reality, that open, loyal, committed dynamic that you're looking for is all going to be laying in the hands of trust and truth and safety, where you're not going to have to, every time you step away to do something for yourself, that you feel a level of guilt because that person isn't attached to you in that particular moment. You've been siphoned so badly that there have been people in your life who have literally like just sucked the energy right out of you. Every time you would walk into the house or walk into whatever environment, and they would make you feel guilty. Oh, didn't you miss me? How could you just go like that? Don't you feel like you left your responsibilities? Whatever it is, you have this fear of ending up in a dynamic where somebody is holding you captive again, making you feel like you're in bondage, where you're unable to be truly authentically who you are. And God is telling you right now, the universe is telling you, whatever it is that you call, okay, I'm a God-fearing woman, so I will say God. God is telling you to live fearlessly, to trust divine timing. Know that that void that you have doesn't need to be filled by a person. It needs to be filled by what you need to do for yourself authentically, to be in sheer pleasure of your life. Be pure and whole as to who you are. Live your best life. Be seen in the ways that you want to be seen, because that person is going to be drawn to the beauty of yourself. When you shine in your true authentic self, you will magnetize someone who is pure and shines within their true authentic self themselves. And that's what you want. You might not be saying that to yourself right now clearly, but in the end, that is what you want. You want someone who's going to meet you on an equal level playing field. You want somebody who is coming in with the same energy as you, ready to take things to the next level, ready to work as a team. But at the same time, you're both allowing yourselves to do what it is you need to do to live authentically how it is that you need to live in your lives together. But I can tell you right now, what I clearly heard was eternal love. Eternal love. You are holding out for that eternal love. You are not going to compromise. I even got the message that, like, for some of you, you are literally turned off and disgusted by certain people that enter your life, and not like in a bad, evil way or something like that, but you're just off put. Like, you might engage with people and you're just like, this isn't it. Nah, this isn't it. Nope. Move on. That's next. Yeah, you're not feeling it. And that's okay, because you have standards, you have expectations, and you're allowed to have that. But it's not far away. And life is going to be at ease for you. It's going to be fair for you. When this comes in, it is going to be so divinely driven, so eternal, the love. It will be absolutely in its purest form, so beautiful. You're going to look into each other's eyes and understand each other without even having to speak a word. Your needs are going to be met more than abundantly. And you're not going to feel any type of guilt. This person is going to celebrate you for being truly who you are. They're going to celebrate you for living authentically as you are. And it's going to be eye-opening, because it's going to make you feel truly safe. You're going to feel like, wow, I can step away and do this and that. And I know that this person knows that my loyalty and my love and my commitment has not changed, that I feel exactly the same way. That guilt is going to be gone. And no longer are you going to be trying to fill in your emptiness with another person or thing. You're going to be filling it with the things that truly make you shine in your authentic beauty, your authentic energy, because you are truly a caring person, a loving person, an empathetic person, someone who sees the beauty and the light in all people. But you are in deliverance. You have removed the bondage that you were in. You have been in this bondage all your life. People have been holding you captive like an animal at the zoo. They kept you boxed in, locked up, and unable to express yourself in the ways that you need to. And when you did express yourself, people were highly judgmental. But you find great pleasure in being truly yourself. And right now in your life, you're loving it. You're not wanting to step away. You're not wanting to be anything other than authentically yourself in a state of complete sheer pleasure. And you are looking for that even energy exchange. You don't want anything less. And time and time again, I keep hearing that message. You are completely off put by anybody who does not match it. You are not even engaging, and it's not that you're being rude or unkind or anything like that, but you're cutting things off. You're only allowing things in your energy that deserve to be in there, that belong in there, because you know your energy is valuable. Don't compromise, because someone is out there and they might already be in your life. Who knows? In some way or shape or form, you're probably like, yeah, this person that I know this is the person, but the timing's off, or maybe there are complications happening that it can't work, or whatever it is. But there is somebody that's either coming in or is in your life in some way. Maybe not fully. I feel like for most of you, it's not fully. If this person's in your life, they're in some shape or form, but they're not fully into your life. But you see the traits in this person. You understand this person well enough that you know that it's them. Just be at comfort knowing that the divine is involved in all this. What is due to you, what is coming towards you, will come towards you. And I'm hearing another message of what is owed to you will come to you. You've suffered long enough. You had enough karmic situations and people in your life that God is saying right now, I'm hearing it. You are getting what you deserve. You're going to get that eternal love. You're going to get that loyalty and commitment and team effort from someone. And if they're not in your life in some way, shape, or form now, they are on their way. And don't rush it. Right now, pour into yourself. And I know we hear this a lot in the spiritual realm, right? We hear this, pour into yourself, and people are like, well, I'm pouring, you know. But here's the thing, you can never pour enough into yourself. The more you pour into yourself, the more you will attract people that truly appreciate your energy and effort that you put into yourself. Because it's genuine. It's so pure. So pure. It's beautiful. Like I can see it when I'm around certain people who really invest in themselves. I can feel their energy. It's intense. It's beautiful. It's pure. It feels like ease. It feels like freedom. It feels like they're, and another thing, people like that, they celebrate you. They celebrate you and your achievements. They admire you because they themselves do the same thing. They know how hard it is. They know how hard it is to pour into yourself. It's not easy in this world. People are always trying to derail you. Don't allow anybody take you off your path. You deserve this. You earned this. And God is telling me that what is due to you, this eternal love, this freedom in a relationship, and this dynamic is coming towards you. It is. When? We don't know, right? Because everything's in divine timing. But sometimes there are things in place that prevent us from engaging deeply in these types of dynamics at the time because we still have some things that we need to invest in ourselves. And that's okay. It is endless how much you can pour into yourself, and you're worth it. So for those of you that this, like the video if you enjoyed it, for those of you that this resonated with, let me know because I'm curious. This message came so strong. And I don't know what happened last night, but I woke up at like 3 a.m, then 4 a.m. My skin was on fire. and I had the air conditioning on, so it wasn't hot, but something was going on. Something was going on. So make sure you guys take care of yourselves, pour into yourself. This is the message. I just wanted to get it out there because it felt really important. I felt like there are people out there who really need to hear this. So again, subscribe if you haven't already. Stick around. There'll be more messages. I typically do channeled messages on my Mystic Alchemist channel, but I don't know, for some reason, Spirit was telling me you need to put this on your Bumble reading channel. So here we go. We're putting it on the Bumble's reading. And I'll catch you later when we do the Shadow Work Oracle tonight. All right, guys. Blessings.